Good evening guys and girls. As you've probably seen on my social media, today I took delivery of a Kia Pro Cee'd GT, which I'm quite excited about because it's a hot hatchback, or a warm hatch, you make your mind up. So I thought I'd do a quick walk around to show you a little bit more of the car. So let's just slip this on my head, as always. Here we are. I bet I look really cool. So this model, as you can see, is finished in yellow, which I'm not a massive fan of, but it is growing on me slowly. So at the front, you've got these striking headlights which wrap around, which I rather quite like. You've got the Ice Cube LED lights. That's what they're called, if you're wondering why is they calling them Ice Cube. You've got red splitter, which looks a little bit silly with the yellow paint, but it does look much better on the black model, if you ask me. As it's a hot hatch or warm hatch, you decide. It's got the alloys on the side, which look rather nice. The boot is quite practical. It's nice and big. Let's crack that open. So there we are. I don't know how many litres it is off the top of my head, but that information will be delivered in my review, of course. So let's close that. There we are. Come down, and you've got two exhaust pipes either side, which look rather mean, rather meaty, which I rather like. So let's jump inside the car now, shall we? Keyless entry, but the key is in the car already. Step in, and by the way, that door's quite heavy. Big old thud. By the way, I love these Walkaround seats. Absolutely lovely to sit in. The Pro Cee'd GT and the Cee'd GT, they are the first Kia models to come with Walkaround seats. I must say, they are absolutely brilliant. And the inside is a nice place to be. You've got this nice leather steering wheel with plenty of red stitching, and the red stitching also extends onto the gearbox. 6-speed manual gearbox, which is mated to a 1.6 litre petrol turbocharged engine, which produces 201 brake horsepower, 0 to 60 in 7.3 seconds, which isn't the fastest, but it's quite respectable, and the top speed is 143 miles per hour. And the red stitching also extends onto the seats as well with the GT logo. Very nice indeed. So yes, you've got lots of technology in here. You've got cruise control, electric windows, of course, dual zone climate control, heated seats, which is quite handy, but not, I shouldn't need them for this time of year, hopefully not anyway. And if you can see here, a heated steering wheel. So yes, lots of technology, Bluetooth as well, and all the sort of mod cons you'd expect, USB port, auxiliary port, and so forth. Let's just turn the engine on. Radio keeps coming on. I actually listen to the music normally. If I hit that, that's going to start a bit of Eminem. Why not? Why not? And yes, so I've driven it once. So I've driven it from work back to home, and I have to say it was quite a nice drive. Bit of traffic, but still good fun either way. Quite like this display. If I go forward, so that's your. You've got two different displays. You've got that one which is standard display, but if you hit the GT button here, you get torque and turbo. Hopefully you can see that. It's pretty cool. So that's one I leave it on purely because you've got the speed up the top, which I prefer, in all honesty. And yes, it's a nice place to be. Dashboard has got kind of soft touch to it. Not a big fan of these stalks here because they are cheap plastic, and it sort of sticks out, in all honesty. It doesn't quite match the rest of the trim of the car. These satin black door pulls are rather nice, and I also like the leather with the red stitching on the door cards as well. Very nice indeed. Let's jump into the back, see what space is like there. There we are. Right, must admit, for a tall chap like me, it's a little bit difficult to get into the back. I have to clamber in here somewhat. Okay, it hasn't returned to my driving position, but never mind. So it's a bit hard to really tell you about legroom because my driver's seat would be a little bit far back, but this position, as you can see, I've got loads of leg room. Headroom, that's pretty good as well. Obviously you can't see it because the GoPro's on my head. The back does feel a tad claustrophobic because it's a 3-door, so you've got less space back here, and also because of this black headlining, but I like the black headlining, so it's not really a real complaint from me. So yes, the back does feel a little bit claustrophobic, but nonetheless it's still quite comfortable back here. So yes, let's jump out of the car. Like I said, it's not a full comprehensive review, it's just a quick walk around. Getting out isn't particularly easy either. That's a little bit annoying, but slide it back there. Let's turn the engine off. Not a big fan of that jingle, in all honesty, a little bit cheesy. And there we go, big thud from the door again. So yes, that was just a quick walk around the Kia Pro Cee'd GT. Like I say, the full review will come in a few days' time, or in fact it'll be next week. But yes, I'm very much looking forward to having some good old fun with this car. So yes, I hope you enjoyed it, guys. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you haven't done already for many more car obsession videos to come.